This was Ryan Shelton's YouTube video. This segment would be called Justificationing with Ryan Shelton. But I don't want to be, caught with plagiarizing or anything or take anyone else's material. So instead, I'm going to call this segment Justificationing with Strack. Nailed it. Alright, so in this video and idea I've kind of had for a while. It's basically an inside look into how my mind works, kind of mathematically justifying buying stuff. Because this episode is all about my car, driving my car, how much petrol I use, how much that's costing me, and if I can cut down on that somehow, if I can cut down on the costs. So the main idea here is the money. Not that money is everything, but money is important to save. Let's get into it. So, the car that I drive it a minimum of 3 times a week. I have a shift every Tuesday and every Thursday. That's a given. And the distance there is 9.4 kilometers to, and then 9.4 kilometers back. In a round trip, that's 18.8 kilometers. Times that by 2 because I go there twice a week, 37.6 kilometers. Now the other one that I do is a shorter one, but that's a definite. That is going to the movies to see the movie that we're reviewing that week for the podcast. So that's a given. Every week I have to go to the movies, see the movie. That distance is 3.3 kilometers to, and then 3.3 kilometers back. So all up 6.6 kilometers round trip. Add that onto our 37.6 kilometers work trip, which equals 44.2 kilometers per week. Yeah. Hopefully I'm getting my math right. If I'm not getting my math right, definitely let me down below. Let me know how dumb I am. So the next thing I need to figure out is how much it costs per kilometer in petrol. So I found this article from the Department of Infrastructure, Transport and Regional Economics that stated that for a 4-cylinder vehicle, which is the vehicle that I have, 4 cylinders, it averages out 10 litres per 100 kilometres, which is good because it's in the tens, it's nice and easy to work with. So 10 litres in 100 Ks means that there's 1 litre, you spend 1 litre for 10 Ks, cutting that down again. So for 1K, you spend 0.1 litres of petrol. 0.1 and times that by the distance that we traveled, that we're traveling each week, which means it's 4.42 litres. So I'm burning 4.42 litres of petrol each week. Hope everyone's with me so far. This feels like a math lesson. It wasn't meant to be like a math lesson. This was meant to be just me kind of figuring stuff out in my head, but I guess mum and dad paid for school for something. If we times that by the price of petrol at the moment, which is, I paid $1.45, $6.41. So that's what we've got in a week. Then we times that by 4 to see how much we're spending in a month. So that times 4 is 25.64. So $25.64 per month. But when we add that all up into a year for 12 months, that's $307.68, which is starting to be quite a lot of money. I am thinking maybe I just get myself a new bike that does work and that will hopefully work for at least the months that it would take to pay off the bike for not spending the petrol, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I'm not explaining this very well, but hopefully you're still with me. So there's a bike that I want to get which is $130. It's a super cheap bike. It might not be the best. I just want to figure out how long it would take me to in turn pay off the bike by using that instead of the car out of petrol. So pay off the bike with my petrol money, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? And then I'll be out of a deficit and into a positive the more I use the bike and the less I use petrol. Saving money, boom, justification. It's gonna take me just over 5 months to pay off the bike using petrol money instead of buying petrol. And then so if I get more time than 5 months using this bike, I'm pretty much set. I've paid off the bike and now I'm spending less money than I would have keeping the car. All in all, justifying that yes, I should buy the bike, it's a good investment. Also, seeing as though we're on the theme of justification, fossil fuels are bad and they pollute the environment, and it's better for me to get a bike because I won't be polluting the environment. And another justificationing fact is it's healthier. It's healthier than sitting down. I'm riding my bike, I'm pumping the blood and exercising, and I'm gonna be a better man for this. Consider yourself justificated. Let me know if this was interesting or not. I've done it with cameras before. I did it with my Ursa Mini. I'm like, okay, so how many gigs do I need to get before I can pay off my Ursa Mini? And is getting that camera actually worth it, or do I, blah, blah, blah. But that's a whole other justificationing video. So yeah, cool. All right, I'm gonna go buy a bike now. Hopefully you'll see it in tomorrow's video. Yeah, cool. Okay, bye.